Hi, I'm Darlene,
I'm Gene.
and we're the Roaming Retirees. And today's video is a video on the preparation that it's taking us to get ready to make this next step of traveling full time. We've been getting a ton of questions and comments and people asking us and private messaging us, or if we go out, people talking to us and saying, how are you doing this? You know, how do you get rid of everything you own? So we are talking about that tonight. We're in the middle stages, I'm going to say, of being ready to make the next step. So the first thing we did was we started selling the small stuff.
Yeah, it's just kind of the hidden stuff that's in the closet that you don't see, you don't use. All the dishes and cupboards and books and all that stuff that you have that you never look at, you never use, you do it, it's just kind of there. It's just your stuff. And basically that's what we're doing now, is we're trying to get rid of all our stuff.
And the funny thing is we didn't want our house to be upside down. That was one of the things for us because we're still living in it. We haven't listed it for sale yet. We didn't want piles of mess all over the house. We're not the kind of people that likes piles. So let's just say we're both a little bit on the perfectionist side. So we don't like piles. So we were like, okay, we're going to start with everything in the closets, everything that's in cupboards, everything that's hidden away that we don't see or use, or things that are even in the garage up on the shelves and things like that. So we've had people comment like, why are you selling one item at a time? Because we have posted things on Facebook Marketplace, and we've been posting things on eBay as well. I created an eBay account, and I've been actually selling a lot of things on eBay. I've got a little business going there. But all of our stuff that we have is if it's small, it goes on eBay. If it's a little bit bigger, it goes on Marketplace. And the reason why we chose to do the one at a time thing is we talked about it. We could actually do like a garage sale, sure. You know, what do people always say? Do a garage sale.
Yeah, garage sale, you get about 50 cents.
Yeah, $1 or $2. But I can put it on Marketplace, or I can put it on eBay, you know, and for the item I could maybe get $2 or $3 or $5 for at a garage sale. I mean, I can sell it for $50, you know, or $40 or $30. And so I'm getting a lot more money for my things, and it's not that time consuming to take a few pictures and write a post and post it. And so for us, it's working better. I mean, we figured all this stuff that we have.
But eventually we are going to be having a garage sale or two. We can't put every little item on there, you know, and do that.
A pack of pencils for, No, we're not doing that. Yeah. So anyway, but we have also already started the process of cleaning out things that we know that we're not even going to try to sell, that we're just donating. We've already taken loads to Goodwill
out the
or
closets
whatever.
And getting rid of the wardrobe that you just never wear, and it's been in there for 2 years and you haven't seen it. So you start there, get rid of all that stuff.
I've actually been cleaning out my closet and consigning a lot of my clothes. So there's another thing. They don't have as many options for men. We did find a consignment shop not too far from us that we're going to investigate for men, but we don't know if it's going to be beneficial or not, or if it's just better to put it up at a garage sale. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're kind of going through everything right now. We're cleaning out. Today we actually sold our golf cart. That was kind of a, you know, we're both like, oh, there goes our little toy. But then in the long run of things, we look at the goal. The goal is to see the world. And then, you know, really it only takes us like, we watch a video or two of some cool place that we want to go, and you know,
it gets added to the list. And
it gets added to the long list of countries. And, and then pretty soon we're not sad about getting rid of anything.
It's actually getting pretty exciting, and we're getting ready to, we're kind of chomping at the bit, getting ready to go.
Yeah.
So we're both ready. So pretty soon we'll be listing the house and doing that and getting it ready to go. And
Yeah, that'll be the
Yeah.
next video.
Yeah.
Preparing the house and showing the house.
yeah,
But,
so yeah, we have to do that and get rid of all that stuff and everything in it. So
Yeah.
and we're working on that. So
But we have started a few of the bigger items. Gene sold a couple of his big saws. I don't really know what they are, but he has big giant saws that are for building actual projects and you know.
yeah, that's what they are.
Anyway, and so
It's that junk in the garage that she doesn't know what I
yeah,
use it for.
I don't know anything that goes on in the garage. So that's been kind of my thing my whole life is I don't know what's out there and it's just better if I don't. So anyway, but, and we did sell our bikes. Oh, that was kind of sad too. I watched
Yeah.
Pinky right away, but actually we sold it to our neighbors and, both the golf cart and the bikes went to neighbors, and I'm really happy to see people get them that I know are going to be, you know, happy and use them, and you know, so it makes me happy to see them happy. We actually saw the neighbors riding the bikes yesterday, and
Yeah.
you know, we were like, and they were all happy, so we were happy for them. And then the people today that bought the golf cart, they've already been, we just talked to them a little bit ago, and they've already been out driving all over the neighborhood. So anyway, so it's good to see the things that you cared about, you know, go to people that are going to appreciate and love the thing that you enjoyed. So that part's good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we are literally we've got somebody coming working on the furniture thing, which I'm not really saying too much about because we haven't locked this in, but the furniture part looks promising, and so we may have the furniture sold and taken care of. And then we've gone with our girls. We've been taking pictures of things and sending them to our girls of things that they might want of ours.
And you find that they really don't want a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're doing our kids a favor. Basically, you know, this is their inheritance, and in the end, they're getting their inheritance early because we're giving them options to take what they want, and they really don't want a lot. And so this is just going to save them down the road. I mean, you know, you don't want your kids, at least I don't, when we're gone, we don't want them to have to deal with all of our stuff. You know, it's just not fair to the kids.
Yeah.
So we're kind of dealing with it now, and it's good for them because they get to pick now what they want, and right now they're not very greedy. So they're pretty easy
Sure you don't
kids.
want that?
Yeah, no, we're almost like pushing it on them. You're sure you don't want that? But no, they're good kids, and so far they're just not asking for a lot. And we figured because we live, you know, in Florida and they live in Washington State, we're gonna load up the few totes and things that they wanted, and a couple things. We're not keeping a lot. People do ask us, aren't you keeping anything? And it's like, really?
Yeah.
No, not.
Yeah, we're going to keep some winter clothes and stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that.
are going to keep some winter clothes for when we're out visiting our kids in Washington. We're going to keep a few memorabilia things, but only things that are really meaningful. We have to even sort through that. We're not keeping all of the things that we would consider memorabilia or meaningful.
Yeah. So
We have a lot of stuff that we're just like, you know, I know this belonged to whoever, but it's like we're just not keeping it. I don't see the...
they didn't take it with them, and we're not taking it with us.
That's
So-
correct. That's correct. So we are finding that this process also has been pretty easy for us. You know, some people cling to their stuff, and Jean and I are just not stuff clingers. We have stuff, and we enjoy stuff when we have it, but we really...
If we don't have it, it's
Yeah,
not a big deal.
Yeah,
So,
we would rather have life experiences, and that's always what we've been about. We've always been about just experiencing life and putting our investments into time with people that are important to us and people that matter with us,
Yeah.
to us. And so for us, that's just
Yeah, because so
not an
far we
important
haven't really
thing.
found too many people talking about, hey, you remember that stuff you used to have back in 10 years ago or
Yeah.
whatever, you know, they
Yeah.
don't remember that, but they remember when you went somewhere with them or
Yeah. So
or
those
took
things
a
are what's
trip with them,
important,
so,
and we're
yeah.
just we're not really having a hard time parting with our things. I will say we kind of joke around because that's who we are, but we really don't have a hard time getting rid of stuff. What's that old saying where you can't take the U-Haul trailer to your grave.
Never seen a hearse with a U-Haul
Yeah,
behind
that's
it.
it. The hearse with the U-Haul. That's we can't take it with us, so it's like it's not that important. And then we have been spending a lot of time on our out besides selling stuff, which has been really like we try to post or put something on eBay or whatever. I try to do something almost daily. So we're grabbing a few items a day, and I have to take some pictures and write a small article and get it posted, and about every other day somebody's either buying something off of eBay or off of Marketplace. But the other thing that we're doing now too is we're really, because we are getting closer, we're really starting to think of, okay, now we've got to go get our immunizations. We've got to go, I know, that's something neither one of us like to do. But there are certain things we need to take care of health-wise before we go. So we're going to have to do some boosters. Tetanus is one that we know we're probably a little past, because I counted back and I think it's been 12 years since I had a tetanus shot. So we got to get our medical records and get that kind of stuff so we know which shots we need to get, and talk to the doctors, and we're making appointments to get those things done. Then I think the next steps would be for us, we kind of already know where we're going to go our first trip, only because a really good friend of ours was just at this country, and one of the historical places that she saw is closing next year. So we are kind of planning that to be at the very top of our go-to, because it's going to be closed forever. And we want to see it before it's closed. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to start planning our itineraries. And we've got a few things in mind, but it really depends on how long the house takes to sell.
Yeah.
And then really the season, because we're kind of talking that we're going to follow the seasons.
Yeah.
We don't like cold.
Yeah, we're not cold weather people, so we're following 72 degrees or sunshine or whatever we can get.
Yeah. We've decided that weather's going to play an important role on what part of the world we're in at certain times. So, we could be traveling literally from one continent to another continent just to chase weather, because we don't want to be in cold. And so we're looking at those options. We're kind of laying out our priorities of where we want to go first.
Yep.
And he has places he wants to see, and I have places I want to see, and then we have agreeable, like, places that we go, okay, that's really at the top of our list. So I think that's kind of our next steps. So anyway, and I think that's about it for this time.
Yep.
And if you guys have more questions, go ahead and pop them to us, because we have been having people private message us and ask us all kinds of things about this endeavor that we're doing. And a lot of people are curious because I think it's hard for people to imagine.
So send them along, and Darlene will answer them for you.
Yeah, there you go. But I think it is hard for people to imagine doing this. It's kind of I know it's not common. I mean, there are people out there that are doing it, but it's not the common thing. And, everywhere we go, if people have seen our videos, we've gotten people all over our neighborhood now that stop us and ask us a lot of questions about what we're doing and how this is working. And, you end up in long conversations, you know, when you're out for a stroll. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's getting to be kind of like everybody's curious. But for us, we've known we want to do this, and we've researched it, and now we've even researched it more extensively. And now that we're in the throes of actually packing and putting stuff up for sale and kind of prepping how much we can take, because that's the other thing. People think we're taking all this luggage, and we're not. We are going to be living in, each of us get one backpack, and we get one roller carry-on bag, and that is it. And that will be the extent of our belongings. And so besides keeping important papers, documents, pictures, and things like that, we will have nothing else to our name. We are going to keep a car in Washington, and we're selling the other 2 cars, and we just sold the golf cart today. So we will literally be down to no material possessions. And the idea of it sounds kind of freeing, but anyway, to me. So anyway, so that's it for today.
All right, yeah. Be sure to follow along and hit the subscribe button if you want to follow along, and keep watching.
And you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube. So we're signing off. Have a good one.
See ya.